How's it going, guys? This is Turin here, and today, guys, I'm here with Italian Spartacus with some early access to the Tomb Kings DLC. So we're going to be testing out some units for you guys. You ready, man?
Oh, I am so stoked.
Yeah, it's gonna be a party. So the first unit, we're going to be testing out their Cav. So these Necropolis Knights with halberds are basically their equivalent of demigryph Knights. Pretty cool. Poison, anti-large, armor piercing, all the goodies. And you're going to be using demis, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I've got a full contingency, 3 demigryph Knights with halberds here ready to take on those Necropolis Knights.
Now, while we're here, before we get rolling, what's the melee attack, defense, and weapon strength on the demis?
So we're looking at 32 melee attack, 30 melee defense, and 52 weapon strength with 35 AP.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. The AP on the halberds on these Necropolis Knights is actually 33, bonus versus large of 28. But the base combat stats are a little bit even, but also these Necropolis Knights do have poison.
Oh, that's nice.
I think demis have more armor, though, right? Demis are like up over 100, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
these have 125 armor.
Okay.
And our bonus versus large is only 25 versus what you said, 27 or 28 for
28.
the Necropolis? Oh,
28.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what they lack in bonus versus large demigryph Knights, they make up for in AP.
And I also think the demis have a bigger charge bonus. I think it's like 60 or 80, right?
It's 50 actually.
Okay, yeah, so it's only 10 more than the Necropolis Knights. Well, cool, man. Let's do it. You ready?
Dune snakes, yeah.
They look so ridiculous. Dude, it's like skeletons surfing on top of these serpents, you know?
It's one of those things that when it came out, everyone was like, okay, I can kind of get behind this, I think. Yeah, all right, fine, sure.
They do look really cool, though. Oh, man, the Ushabti with the great bows are by far my favorite, though. Those are like my favorite unit on the whole roster.
Dude, Ushabti and... oh my god, this map is hurting my eyeballs.
It's a horrible map for testing.
I know, right? We'll swap
It'll be fine. We'll meet at the top.
We'll meet at the top.
So I'm just lining them up in 3 groups. Hopefully we'll be kind of even with one another.
Oh, I just pressed, I group locked them and made them one group, so I can just alt right click you.
Yeah, we can even send the first one in one at a time, just watch, and then we got to make sure to meet at the top where the train's even, though. Oh, we should have picked
my lord.
We're just failing, man.
Dude, it's all right.
I know, I'm a disappointment. It's okay.
You know what? This is our first video that we've done since you've gotten back from Poland. The people will forgive you.
Yeah, from the wildlands. It was so much fun out there.
Dude, I can only imagine, man. Like,
ate so much kielbasa, dude. Oh,
you are kielbasa.
I felt like I was turning into one. It's so delicious.
Just bursting from your sausage casing on the on the airplane.
Yeah, basically. Oh, so you're on the other side? Okay, so let's go ahead and fast forward while we move up the hill. Just look at the sand serpents.
Dude, yeah, man, look at them scurrying about.
All right, so we'll take the group on. It'll be your far right side first, and we'll have them charge.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going in.
Oh, yes. That's cinematic charge in there.
Well, it's a little bit downhill, it looks like. I don't know if that'll matter.
Nah, shouldn't be. It's barely.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, though, I did a little bit of kind of preliminary testing, and it was a pretty good matchup for the demis, actually.
Oh,
I don't know what it is. So, yeah, it was when we were getting ready to do some quick battles. So, yeah, the Necropolis Knights looks like they're losing pretty handily.
Yeah,
so if you want to line up your demis with the other 2 snakes right now, go for it.
Sure.
The sneaky snakes. You guys can see the Realm of Souls up top. So
snake. What Realm of Souls? What Realm of Souls?
Up at the top, it's the bar that lets you summon the Ushabti.
Oh, so yeah. I'm sitting there like looking around like I see pyramids.
It's pretty refreshing to see the Empire win something. You know? But again, there's perceived benefits to the Necropolis Knights.
They've fallen on dark days for
sure. Pull those guys back before they attack my other ones. Yeah, so demigryph Knights obviously are going to be a little bit stronger in just raw combat, but of course they are susceptible to leadership issues, right? Because they can rout. Whereas these guys are unbreakable, number 1, and number 2, they have poison. So the poison, if you get an enemy lord with them, it's going to be even harder for them to get away. So let's do the middle group. You ready?
Yep.
Do it. Do it. Get that charge. Okay, good. You got it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
Let's just engage the far side while we're at it. And
go.
Go, my serpents. Ride forth. So it looks like it's going to be pretty much a wash. I think it seems the demigryph Knights are a lot more impactful on the charge. And of course, that substantially more armor. I think, what is it, like 30 more, give or take? 35? Seems to make a pretty big difference.
Yeah, 120.
Yeah, that's pretty fat.
Dude, look at it, man.
So yeah, it looks like the demis are pulling this one out, which is cool. And also, while we're on that subject, guys, there's a bunch of balance changes that are coming with the Tomb Kings DLC. So you guys will be seeing Bretonnia got quite a few buffs to their cav, like armor piercing values, minor stat adjustments, and melee attack. So there's a lot of good stuff coming.
Good.
It's good to see. Yeah. It's good to see the Empire pull that one out.
So will it mean that I will win more when I string?
Hell yeah, man. 100%. You'll just be you'll be a tyrant.
Man,
well, check out this map. Isn't this map awesome?
It really is.
Like the tombs over there in the hills.
Yeah,
I mean, this is one of the more subtle maps. There's some that just have these huge pyramids. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, you can still see those pyramids here. You can see the Great Pyramid, etc. right there. That's probably actually. I think it'd be the Black Pyramid.
Yeah, something in the distance over there.
These lovely. Do you see these statues are just like throwing up sand?
Are they?
Yeah, they were just.
I didn't notice that. Oh my goodness.
One thing to note that, like, okay, it wasn't. The first one was more handed. Like, definitely we won. Like the Demigryph Knights won easily, but then the second group didn't win as much, and the third group almost outright lost. So,
yeah, it was a closer battle for sure, but ultimately I think it was just a wash. The Demigryph Knights were like just they took that one. They're the champs for that round.
I think it's time for Bretonnia.
Yeah, let's try out some Grail Knights. So Grail Knights cost 1,500, if I'm not mistaken, right? Give or take.
1,500 a piece. And
yeah, so they have a little bit of a cost advantage in terms of just overall investments. But what are their stats on their melee attack, melee defense, and stuff?
So melee attack is 38, but it is magic. Okay. Melee defense is 30 here, and they've got a weapon strength of 38 with a bonus versus large of 12 and an AP of 15. So definitely a lot lower actual weapon strength combat stats, but the charge bonus is 78.
Yeah, much lower on the raw weapon strength, but the charge bonus, like you said, is going to be pretty substantial.
Right.
I'm going to change it to a flat map.
Yeah, and their armor is also 90.
Damn, that's heavy duty.
So not as tanky as the Demigryph Knights, but definitely able to a lot more of a shock cav.
Yeah, absolutely.
Than even the Demigryph Knights would say shock cav.
You ready for the Black Temple, bro?
Oh,
for the
dude,
Black Pyramid?
That's the Black Pyramid, man.
I hope it's not some hilled map.
Dude, I'm looking at this thing. It looks pretty hilly.
Should we stop? Oh, it's too late. It's cool though.
Give the people what they want.
We get to show the pyramid too, which is awesome.
Yeah, man.
We can always meet on the low ground.
Meet me on the low ground, Anakin.
Do the
have
forearm,
the high ground.
The forearm bro grab. You know the handshake?
Dude, yeah. Oh.
Right. Isn't that thing rad? Look at that.
Dude.
That's so cool.
The fucking like lions from Ghostbusters are here too.
Yeah, they are.
Zool.
This has got to be one of the coolest maps.
Dude, this is probably the easiest, easily the coolest map I've seen in Warhammer. I don't think there's any map in Total War Warhammer 2 yet that's just fucking rad.
Look at that thing,
dude.
That gives me a little bit of a chub. You got any cool lore tidbits on that aren't spoilers for the campaign?
Oh, nothing. I mean, nothing that I haven't already covered. So obviously, the Black Pyramid is now the largest construction in all of Nehekhara. It used to be the Great Pyramid, etc. But Nagash said, "Nah, I look exactly like Imhotep from The Mummy. I'm going to make a bigger, better pyramid." So this thing actually channels a bunch of necromantic magic, and it was from this actual pyramid that pretty much a shockwave went out and caused the Great Awakening a little prematurely, and made it so the Tomb Kings were all undead under Nagash's rule at first.
Yeah,
but not entirely, but still.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Man, I really wish that I had gotten the chance to play like Warhammer Fantasy in its heyday.
Dude, a lot of people, me included, kind of wish that Games Workshop would just kind of go, okay, and just,
I know with the success of this, right?
Dude, should I do one of these with the lance formation? Yeah,
we can do one. Let's do the middle one, just regular. I'm ready when you are, by the way.
All right, middle one, charging 1, 2, 3.
I got the charge advantage.
Damn it!
You ready for the sneaky snakes to come in?
Dude, you got the slippery snakes.
Look at them going in there. They're giant, those things.
Dude, that initial charge was pretty actually.
The demis actually did more on the initial charge. Yeah, man, they're getting melted during the duration of that charge bonus. Poison drags down their weapon strength to 30 though, so maybe they'll be able to come back.
Now, how long does a charge bonus, quote unquote, last?
Okay, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know it's like what, like 8? I think it's 8 or 15 seconds, something in that range. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I looked at that. And those Necropolis Knights are coming back in the fourth quarter a little bit. But yeah, they're leadership tanks too.
Yeah, just bulldozing.
No, they're still going though. They're at -2, -6. They're just going all sneaky serpent-like.
I mean, but so we're taking a look at this in an isolated instance. Do you think it would make a lot of sense to have, like, what if I didn't charge you? What if you charged me? Like, what if you got a rear charge on a unit of these? Like, how
Yeah, I
much
mean,
of a
I think the
handed
Grail
win?
Knights would probably lose that. I mean, their charge bonus is 78. That's so massive. But you know, I think like the kind of the recurring theme with Tomb King's units in general is that they're not going to be as strong as like the you know, matching equivalents from other factions.
Right.
But again, just like the vampire counts, they're unbreakable. You know, obviously they can crumble and break in that manner, but
Right. So
they
nothing
have
pound for pound is going to be as good.
so there are some. I think their monsters are like the Cav, but like when you look at the Necrosphinx and the Hierotitan and things like that, like I think those guys can, you know, go fisticuffs. Like we'll be actually later in this video, we'll be testing the Necrosphinx versus the Shaggus and Terrorgeist, and also against the Star Dragon and whatnot.
Right.
Let's do the one on the far left for you.
Okay. Ready when you are?
Going in
Oh shit! You got a chart. You got the. Oh, you're a little uphill for me too,
a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty even.
dude. You're trying. Look at your tricks, man.
I go for every advantage I can get.
Just the Grail Knights, Hobbit. Oh,
Something else to also take note of is that the Necropolis Knights only have 18 models compared to the 45 of the Grail Knights. So
that is.
I mean,
pretty,
but again, it's yeah.
I mean, that's pretty substantial, though. I mean, like they are kind of going toe to toe here.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those. So there's going to be more HP per model, right, on the snakes. So if there's healing effects going off, it's going to benefit them pretty well. So because they're not going to get their models gibbed out as quickly.
Yeah.
So like,
and Realm of Souls is definitely going to be kicking in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Realm of Souls, if you guys look up top, when you have a certain number of units in your army die. So it's similar to Murder's Prowess for the Dark Elves, but you actually have to bring fodder units because the number you see there is always static. So for example, in this match, I can't get Realm of Souls because I don't have enough fodder units. And obviously, first year, 7 seconds, 14 seconds to 21 seconds, and then you can summon Ushabti. But yeah, let's try the Lance formation. You ready?
And go.
So it's very similar to like demigryph Knights. Like they really benefit from like a regrowth or like single target healing. And so you have Realm of Souls, which is a healing effect for the Tomb Kings. And then on top of that, the Lore of Nehekara, it basically every time you cast a spell with it, that was way worse.
I've never seen an actual Lance formation charge in this game, to be totally honest, and I was really stoked on that.
Yeah. It's actually doing okay.
Yeah, I mean that
the charge bonus is 106. Oh yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at that. That's melting them way faster.
Let's see. Well, we can look at the end result too when we see. But
yeah, both other units ended theirs at 25.
Goodness
health,
gracious.
like units left. I mean, sorry, 25 out of 45. So these guys have 33 of 45.
So 1800, 1900, and these guys are at 2500. Yeah, no, we'll see what they get dragged down to. But yeah, Lore of Nehekara, it triggers an life bloom, so it's very similar to Lore of Life. It's like a faction-wide heal whenever you cast a spell. So
yeah, I was going to
say, you guys will benefit from that.
I was going to say, it definitely seems like, in our testing at least, we play a lot of games with Indie Pride where I was watching, we were playing all sorts of fun stuff. But you definitely need, like, I remember there was one game where I went with just pretty much Tomb Guard, and then, let's take a look here. We went with 30 on this one, so we actually ended up with 5 more men in this unit than the previous one.
And a little bit more HP also.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that was good. And for sure, like you said, the Tomb King's like obviously similar to the Undead in that respect, but like with Lore of Nehekara, whenever you're spamming these very low cost spells from that lore, your entire army is being healed. So including these guys. So these fights would be much closer if like it was a traditional game, whereas like Lore of Life might heal one Grail Knight, but it's not going to heal your entire army. Right. So there's that to take into account also.
And Lord Nehekara, does it only heal or does it resurrect as well? I
think it's like Invocation of Nehek. I'm not sure. We'll actually, we'll take a look at that in games here.
And also to note, like I was saying, let's exit this one.
Yeah, I think we're good. We could test Blood Knights, but I feel like it's going to be pretty similar to this, if not worse.
Right.
So I guess we could also just jump over to the next set and go to the Necrosphinx, you're thinking?
I think so as well.
All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing those halberds, those Necropolis Knight halberds, and let's jump over to the Necrosphinx and have some fun. You ready, Matt?
Yeah. So we're going to start in with that Necrosphinx here. We just got done with the Necropolis Knights, but hopefully here by squaring off against the Shaggoths, we'll get a pretty good indication of how that Necrosphinx performs. Like we were saying, you do need a lot of chaff units. You do need a lot of just like normal spearmen, normal warriors, but you do need also some of the bigger, heavier hitting constructs of the Tomb King's army. Absolutely,
I 100% agree. And again, the Tomb King's pretty strong. They have a lot of supporting elements. So like I said, Lore of Nehekara is going to be healing, your entire army for the most part. And that's actually, while we're here, I can pull that up. So yes.
Since we're in the menu.
Yeah, it's called, if you look here, it's called the Restless Dead. So whenever you cast for 7 seconds, you're going to heal and resurrect as well. So it's like an invocation of Nehek. So
glorious.
But like, for example, a lot of supporting units. So Lord of Nekar is going to be supporting the Necrotect that we're looking at right here. He has an ability right here. If we look at his abilities, he has Stone Shaper. So all nearby constructs. So, you know, the Scorpion, you know, the Hierotitan, the Necrosphinx, all those guys are constructs, like you said. Mm-hmm. So they're going to get armor and missile resist. And he also has healing ability just for those units, which is very cool. So and right here, you can give them AP and melee attack. They have like a ton of cool synergies for sure. But
yeah, I'm definitely thinking that the Necrotect and the didn't mean to cut you off, but I did.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm so damn important. But I definitely the Tomb Priests and the Necrotect are probably going to be both, like, I mean, Tomb Priests and Nehekar, depending on your matchup, really, and a Necrotect are going to be pretty useful because the Ushabti, the Sepulchral Stalkers, I think the Necropolis Knights as well all count as constructs.
Yeah, and you can tell that there's in the tooltip there's a little logo that says construct, so you can check that out. It's pretty cool. You also have to watch out though, because it can be perceived as a bit of a noob trap, like some of those units. Like, yeah, I'm going to get 2 Hierotitans and 2 Necrotechs, and just, you know, that heal is going to be huge. But what often happens is your Necrotech will just get like ramshackled on the ground. And
damn, man. Yeah,
I think like having like a well balanced mixture of the whole bunch. I'm setting up in the same formation as before.
Me too. Well. Dude, we got to try another map after this too. I want to see some other cool ones.
Yeah. We'll see the Black Temple again. Look at it, just lightning and just shenanigans.
Dude, the lightning though, like, looks kind of like cheap.
Yeah.
You look at it, just like this white, like someone just took the eraser marker. There it is again. Just like took eraser and just went right up the screen.
In my perspective, yeah, I can't see it because I'm looking at your goodies,
dude.
And I also have the Regiment of Renown, the Big Daddy, the Sphinx of Usek, I think is how you say it. He has anti-large AP, just better stats, fire and magic damage, and oh, look how cool this guy is.
Oh, you going for the mill? You charging in already? Damn.
Oh man, I did not mean to.
Yeah, well,
it's okay. They can
happen.
Well, are you charging with the other one?
Oh, are we charging them all in?
Yeah, let's just do it. We'll charge them all in.
Okay. One thing we should probably go over in the meantime here is the stat differences. We didn't talk about that at all, but
yeah.
For the armor, melee attack, melee attack, melee defense, and weapon strength on the Shaggoth, we're looking at 52, 50, and then a weapon strength of 460 with 320 AP and 30 bonus versus large.
Yeah. It seems like the Necrosphinx just has better stats. 43, 52. It looks like there's some sort of a buff going. Oh, he got a chevron from fighting. And then also he does have much higher weapon strength, 550.
Much higher. Oh my god.
Bonus. Yeah, so it's pretty substantial. I mean, they seem stronger than the one in the middle didn't. I don't think there was a good charge situation, so it's a little bit of a unfair situation there. But it looks like the Shag is just kind of, although the one on the far side is kind of doing some work.
Yeah. I think the one on the far side got maybe a better charge or something, but
they're on even ground for the most part. Yeah.
Definitely.
Looks like it's pretty close though. It's almost like that middle one was a bit of a stomping because of the bad charge, but
right.
Like it's and the one, you know, this one's crumbling right now. It's at -4. The Shaggoth might just break though. Let's see.
Oh man, it's definitely a tie almost. Dude,
if the Shaggoth didn't like stop to roar at him, he might have killed it.
I know, seriously. Just looking at the ground. Oh, dude, this got just legs swept out from under him. How's this left?
So leadership becomes the issue there for sure.
Dude, the left one was a full-on stalemate pretty much.
Something else to take into account: the Shaggoths are quite a bit faster, 76 speed compared to the 68, so they can, you know, stomp around and get to the appropriate targets and everything. So let's try the Big Daddy versus Colok.
Dude, just full-on charging in.
This is just the kaiju battle.
I won't use any. I'm not going to use Star Crusher here.
I feel like, yeah, let's not use Star Crusher. I feel like Colok will win this pretty hands down though. His stats are, well, they're not that much better.
Yeah,
actually.
I was going to say 550. I mean, so he already has more weapon strength.
Oh, Dad's coming in here.
Dude.
I wonder if they have any interlocking animations. I think I saw a couple.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Dude, just kind of knocks him around, man. Just like...
Yeah, that looked like...
The beater of worlds against the beater of worlds.
Yeah, this is... Just all my guys are crumbling right now, actually.
Go for his legs, Kyle.
Yeah, he's trying.
Let's give him sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
I think Colok might win this.
I don't know. It's pretty... Every time I'm like, oh yeah, Kolok's got this. Well, look at Kolok's life right now.
Well,
4,500 versus 4,800.
Oh man, this is like dead even.
Yeah, 43 down to 4,000. I think it comes down to who got the hit on first.
Poor Colok. He's like this ancient dragon ogre just struggling against this regiment here.
Dude, with just like dirty, like stone bat wings.
I think, yeah, it looks like Colok might win. Hang on. Colok has 78 speed to 68, so Colok is faster than this guy too. So there is some maneuvering.
So is the speed characteristic also indicative of melee attack speed?
I don't think so. I think attack intervals is a different characteristic. It's a hidden stat, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it looks like Colok wins. Okay, that's refreshing. So Colok would absolutely smash one of the regular ones.
Oh,
but this is, you know, the Big Papa Regiment of
Dude, I'm
Renown.
doing it. Star Crusher. Put the hate in. Put the hate in, Colok. Put him. Oh, dude. Even with Star Crusher.
Did Colok lose?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you actually ended up getting shattered by army losses.
Oh, we did. That's right.
Yeah, but it's pretty close. I mean, yeah, I think that could actually go either way, depending on...
That was pretty intense, to be totally honest.
So yeah, the construct's pretty strong for those guys, huh?
Okay, yeah, so our next one
Star
is
Dragon, bro?
Terrorgeist or Star Dragon?
Star Dragon.
Star Dragon.
Bring the dragon. I'm not going to bring the regiment this time.
Yeah, I'm going to shit out of here. Or, I mean, I could put a prince on a dragon.
Nah, I don't need to do that.
Okay, I brought 3 Star Dragons.
Actually, you know what? Bring 4. I'm going to bring the Hierotitan just for the people.
Oh, okay, yeah, make it happen, dude.
Yeah, I think we can throw in a bonus there. And also, guys, while we, you know, over the course of this testing video, we're not going to test everything. We're just testing a couple units for you guys, and that'll give you the opportunity to say, hey, we want to see you guys test this, and just leave it in the comments below, and we'll be doing another testing video in the next few days. And if there's any, you know, suggestions that are upvoted and a lot of people want to see, we'll definitely do those in the next video. So
yeah, we definitely have plenty of time. But let's go over the Star Dragon stats real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Looking at 60 melee attack, but it's flaming.
It's not weak to fire, these constructs. Some of the Tomb King's units are weak to fire, like their lords, for example. So the Tomb King is like their lords are all weak to fire, I think.
Right.
Yeah, wait, let's see. So Cetra doesn't look like, yeah, they're all weak to fire. Wow, except Katep. Katep isn't. For some reason, he can't be roasted, but the other ones are all weak to fire, which is going to be an interesting meta, right? Like getting like Dragon Breath just one-shotted.
You know, interesting too, because he's probably not weak to fire because he's like the mortuary cult, and he might not actually be dead. Well, not in the same sense that like Cetra is.
Sure.
Some of the mortuary cult actually are actually alive in some form. But 60 melee attack, 54 melee defense, 580 weapon strength, with 435 of that being AP.
Wow. I think they're definitely going to win. But again, we'll see what happens. Because also the Star Dragons are going to get the charge.
True, and they only have 45 charge bonus with 80 armor.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I feel like I don't know if we need to test the Terrorgeist, because I feel like the Terrorgeist is just like it's you know,
no Star Dragon.
It's not going to be able to. Its stats, it has like 20 something melee attack in like 400 something weapon strength. I don't think it could stand up to the Necrosphinx.
We'll take a look at the stats real quick though.
Yeah, we'll look anyways. Oh man, the Hierotitan is my favorite unit though. That and the Ushabti Great Bows. Like the Hierotitan's ridiculous.
Dude, I love the look of the Hierotitan.
Oh my goodness. And look at this thing. It comes with Spirit Leech too, and it also comes with Shem's Burning Gaze. So it has a couple spells bound on it, which is really, really cool.
Look at this fucking pyramid, dude.
And
screw off your Hierotitan. I'm looking at this pyramid, man.
I know, I forgot.
Like Stargate, dude.
Remind me to change the map after the next one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Change the map after the next one.
I will. All right, so I'm just gonna posture up and just wait for the Dragon's Wrath.
Dude, yeah.
Because I can't charge you, so. You can do three at once, too. Just send them all in. You see Dad in the back? We're just going to call this Hierotitan Dad for now. Dad?
Look at him just... I have the scales of justice.
He has 9k HPs. Wow, he has 3,000 more HP than those freaking Star Dragons, actually.
Look at this. Oh, look at these. You know, the speed of 80, just slow, ponderous. Oh.
It looks slow.
Oh, I'm coming for you. Do you want some marshmallows? I'll help crisp those up real nice, like.
Just breathing heavy.
Yeah, dude. Oh. Dude, I hope, like, if one wins over the other, like, just picks him up and slams him on the ground.
Yeah, I wonder if the Necrosphinx will actually wrestle with the Star Dragon.
Dude, the Necrosphinx in the middle is in bad condition.
It's just getting taken to Pound Town.
Dude, yeah.
And also, I mean, in terms of just pure value, the Star Dragons also have their breath attack, so that's like a whole nother level of like...
Yeah, I actually probably should have just breath attacked one of them, see how it went.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just do like the raw combat.
Oh,
although it looks like the Necrosphinx is beating that Star Dragon business over here.
Yeah, it went from you know, pretty like Star Dragon-y to now. Oh shit! This left one is
getting Pound Town, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with attack intervals.
Could be.
Oh, but also it's armor. Yeah, that's what we're not. I mean, even though like,
80 versus 110, yeah.
Even though 400 of that damage is armor piercing on the Necrosphinx, there's still, quite a bit coming through for both characters that isn't armor piercing, right?
Interesting enough, the left and right ones are probably going to die first, and the middle one I think might lose. Oh, oof. Yeah, because they'll be like, oh, he's fine. They'll just a chunk of health will be gone.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, so it looks, I mean, the Sphinx might win in, isolated combat, but again, with the dragon breath attacks, the dragon is still going to be more of a threat in the battlefield. But I mean, it's circumstantial.
Oh, wow, man. Well, especially the Tomb Kings, like we were saying. I mean, I can roast half your damn army with this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the one dragon won. All right. It's time. It's time for the Hierotitan.
I'm already charging him.
You ready for this witchcraft?
Yes.
Watch him cast this. It's so cool. Look, oh, did he use it?
He did.
Yeah, so it seems to bug out still. That happens sometimes. He like does a whole wind up with it. So go ahead and use your breath attack if you want. We'll make it nice and thematic. Oh! Spirit Leech! Oh, the Hierotitan is so cool!
Dude, look at that. Just wading right through. Just barely did any damage. Just wade right through it.
He's too slow to dodge it. I could have maybe dodged it, but, come and get some, bro. Oh, yes. Oh my god, the Hierotitan is so cool.
Dude, just spitting acid and all sorts of
Well, he has laser eyes. He does that.
Dude, look
and
at
he
that.
stomps.
He stomps.
Have you watched MMA recently and like seen people do foot stomps? Like they'll have him against the cage. That's like what he's doing.
Do you like wrestling?
Yeah. No, that actually is a thing in MMA.
Oh, dude, look at the laser eyes.
Laser in the face. Oh man, this is great.
Dude, please be a custom animation. Like, have him just like pick him up by the neck and just like laser his eyes off.
Well, that's another thing about the Tomb Kings. They have some of the coolest custom animations. The Tomb Kings, like if you look at the Ushabti, they like pick people up with their scythes or whatever those things are, and they like cut their heads off and they like
cut them in two and such.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of custom kill animations with the.
And then when they die, they turn into statues and fall over.
Yeah, it's really cool. And you guys will be seeing all that in our quick battles too. We're going to be casting a ton of battles and everything.
I'm very surprised. The dragon's winning this one.
Well, the dragon has higher. Yeah, the dragon has. Let's see. The dragon has better stats in both categories. Let's look at the AP values. The dragon has more weapon strength, 413 AP. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I thought the Hierotitan would do better, especially with the Spirit Leech. But the dragon, yeah.
Well, I mean, like if we take.
Oh, did you see that? You just like
knocked him over.
He just lasered him in the face, knocked him over.
Bulldozed him, man.
So the Hierotitan is like, and this is something I found when I was doing a little bit of testing with it. It's like the Necrosphinx just was like more of a world beater, whereas the Hierotitan is something that is like more of a disruption tool in the ranks. Right. And it has some utility with Spirit Leech. So if there's an enemy lord that's flying away, you can Spirit Leech it. You can Shemp's Burning Gaze. It has a little bit more utility at the cost of Duelist. Oh, there it goes. Poor Hierotitan. Oh, look at that!
Dude, look at that! It just explodes.
That was really cool. All right. And then I have Cetra on the Pimp Chariot back here.
So I actually used Arcane Unfortunate. Wait, no, don't move. Yeah, yes. Yeah, same thing.
Not as bad as we thought.
So I used Fiery Convocation on him. 0 damage. Absolutely 0 damage.
Yeah, it's treachery, dude.
I know.
And yeah, guys, we'll probably do a video at some point, like showing off the spells of Lore and Akar. So for the sake of this video, we're just gonna kind of look at the testing of some of these units. Yeah, we'll move forward. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to the Casket of Souls.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You want to grab some Black Orcs?
Sure do. Black Orcs, I'll drop some Goblins and some Normal Orcs and just kind of get a sense for what it does.
If you want, how about you grab the Casket so the folks on your channel can see the goodies as well.
Okay.
I'll grab the Black Orcs.
Where is Kimry?
Here's the Casket of Souls, guys, just so for those of you guys that are looking can see. 440, 860. A lot of good stuff. Has this ability, Covenant of Power, increases your winds magic. So it's like an artillery piece that also helps with spell treachery. So I'm going to switch to the green screens.
The Keeper of Casket may allow some of the tormented spirits trapped inside to escape, not for mercy, but to let the damned souls rain down upon a loosely specified area.
I love it. Oh, I remember to change the map.
Oh, dude, you didn't. You did because I did not.
The Black Tower of Arkan. Oh, that looks rad.
I'm going to take Katep on his Casket of Souls and see if there's any difference.
Sure. I just brought some Orc Boys and some Black Orcs. So we can test it on the on the Orc Boys and the Black Orcs and see how it does. I mean, it has a ton of armor piercing, if I'm not mistaken. It's just really slow rate of fire. It's literally like a Helman Gorst artillery piece. Like that's.
In fact, it actually looks. I mean, I'm looking at both of them. They have the exact same stats, but
Helman Gorst
can't hurt.
We should do Gorst versus Katep.
Why would I want?
Like
why would? Dude, by the time they actually make combat, it'll be YouTube will kick it off. It'll be a 4-hour video.
Yeah, it'll get demonetized for how savage it is.
Dude, just like charging across the field, nothing but just like their.
We should actually do that again, just for laughs. Okay. Let's just get Helman Gorst on his corpse cart and have him fight Katep on his soul thing.
Soul casket.
They can Gorst can waddle out of his
Black Tower, man.
Where is it? Oh man, that is so cool.
Oh, the thorns and everything too.
What a place to call home.
Making this place. Oh, we're on a hill here. Making this house a home.
I'll waddle up into the high ground.
I waddled up all the way to the my left side because I was under, like I was deep in the ravine.
This is a cool map, though. This would be a fun one to fight on. You kind of like rush for the high ground. Okay, so yeah, so it doesn't just shoot at anything. We're just kind of testing like how it would work against something that was like advancing at you. So
and this is the realm of souls that Turin was talking about, guys. It will replenish hit points of combatants and heals injured before resurrecting. Progresses up, and then
pretty thug life,
and then up to the realm of Ushabti.
Oh my god, these things are so haggard.
Keep moving way forward.
You see the little like the scarabs flying around?
Where?
Around the caskets.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting there like looking at your guys like, where are they?
Yeah, I'm almost in range. So it's 440 range. They're pretty similar to like a cannon. 20 ammunition. Let's see what else they got. Oh, some decent melee stats on the toilet seats.
Look at these guys. They just look so. They look so untrustworthy.
Yeah, they're not. No, look at Katep though. He's cool looking. Oh, look, it shoots out of the chest.
Yeah. These things are pretty wild. I love them. They're pretty consistent firing. Just like the Screaming Skull Catapult, they're like constantly firing for the most part. As I focus on them, they're not firing at all right now.
They're just horribly missing. They have a really slow rate of fire, but the reason they have that is because they greatly improve your winds of magic. That's kind of one of the big buffs on those guys. So.
Oh damn! It's right into those black orcs.
Man, that was better. Yeah, still not like. Yeah, it's not terrible. I think like if you're gonna go with Katep, the Grand Hierophant, he actually has a bound spell. So he has a spell that's like a bound vortex. That's kind of his unique niche. It's the Sandstorm. So he's kind of like a artillery like turtling lord, right? So you just like turtle around him.
So I mean, it's doing some damage to those black orcs. I'm gonna switch targets now and have everything shoot at the orc boys.
Sure. I'll stand still. Actually, I'll just have everyone stop.
Oh yeah, it hit them and they just stood back up like.
Yeah, the Black Orcs haven't even lost any models yet.
What? Yeah, they have.
No, they've lost HP, but not models.
Oh,
they're at 60. Yeah. Look at the rate of fire on that thing. That's like a year. Oh my god. Here it comes.
The majority was already firing at the other dudes.
I feel like the accuracy is a little bit low too. But again, it's a magic wagon. If you guys look at the tip here, the Covenant of Power, it really substantially increases your winds of magic. So it synergizes pretty well with Katep, and you know, if you have like Cetra and you want to use Lord and Ekara and just go crazy, or any Lord of Death, whatever, it's really going to allow you to cast quite a bit more.
Yeah, and as you can see here, guys, winds of magic 1 power per 6 seconds.
Even have you cast in? Well, that's what you start with, I think.
Yeah.
So but the reserve means you're not going to go depleted as quickly, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, so let's do this.
So like you can cast longer.
I'm actually going to do range damage. Okay.
Look at that. I think the Orc Boys are going to... This little Night Goblin's going to get in there and give him the dirty. He's holding his little shield up as if it's going to help.
I just cast increase reload skill, missile damage, armor piercing, and everything.
Oh, the Petra's Incantation of Righteous Smiting. Oh. That's going to buff... Ooh, that's pretty good. What is it? That gives a... Oh, wow, 1,000 weapon strength on that thing now.
Yep.
With the 40% armor piercing missile damage, reload skill. That's pretty strong with that. That's good synergy. I like it. I like what you're selling, Bob.
How can I get you to buy the car here, sign on the dotted line? I'm not going to come at you, but I'm going to come in you.
That escalated quickly.
Huh?
I think we're good. It'll take a while for him to kill all these guys.
I want to shoot some... Do you have any goblins? Goblins?
No, I just brought Orc Boys. I mean, they only have 30 armor, so it's pretty similar.
Hate me? Is this why you've done this to me?
I have a goblin. He's my lord, though.
Dude, I'm gonna use a sandstorm real quick so people can see what that looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. Followed by this sandstorm. Imagine these double sandstorms just ripping through your army.
Well, that's what it doesn't do as much damage as like banishment does, but it seems pretty decent. Oh, they look different too.
Yeah,
kind of, sort of, yeah, a little bit.
One's more of a geyser, one's more of a Cat 5. You know,
glorious.
Okay, let's move on over to our next one.
So we can look at the Carrion.
Yes.
Do we want to do that?
Yes. I was gonna ask, do we want to do any Ushabti at all?
We could. We could do Ushabti against like armored infantry. We can try them against like black orcs.
Okay.
Something.
Maybe.
You want to just do that right now?
We can do that. We can do them with the Carrion if you want.
Yeah. So, well, the Carrion I wanted to test out against Harpies is the problem.
So yeah, let's just do Carrion. Maybe Gores with Ushabti if you want.
Yeah, we can do best.
Best Gores, sorry, yeah.
That'll be fine. Perfect. Where are the Beastmen? They've been removed from the game for being OP. So I'm just going to get two Harpies, I think. So the difference is that the Harpies cost 600 compared to the 350 of the Carrion, but the Carrion are quite a bit faster. They have 100-something move speed, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like 105, 110, give or take?
Just 100 exactly.
100? Okay.
Interestingly enough, there is there is a Regiment of Renown Carrion, but not here.
Yeah.
It's in the campaign.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the Legions of Bone or whatever it is, like the special ones. But we're looking at 26 melee attack, 46 melee defense, and 40 weapon strength.
Yeah. I hear you on that. See how it goes.
The Carrion.
It's time. It's Gotham's Reckoning.
Oh, they come in the night.
Oh, we're on the Black Tower of Arkan again. It's okay.
God,
it should be
this
fine.
is a fucking outrage.
Rebellion.
This is not going to be the video I want.
So we'll see how these... so the Harpies are like... I think they're going to be a little bit stronger than the Carrion, but the Carrion are actually rocking like 40-something weapon strength, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I was saying here. But, and how much...
How many Ushabti did you bring, by the way?
Just one.
Just one? Okay.
And the 10 AP, too.
Yeah, I'll just send in one of the best scores. Cool. Ready when you are.
Alrighty. Oh, a foul game afoot.
Oh, no. Ambush. All right, let's just attack the two groups nearby. Are you flying in? You doing it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to run the best scores up to the high ground, too.
Sure. Oh, look at it, dude. Just a flurry of wings, man.
So if you look at the Carrion, what do they have? Let's see. What are their stats? Yeah, 26, 46. Wow, that's pretty good melee defense on those guys. So very similar to like Felbats in purpose. A very small model count, but they're fast.
Look at that, though. Look at that. They're just getting eaten alive.
It's because they only have 18 models, I think, ultimately.
Yeah, just not even a competition here.
More of like a harass type unit, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're going to be really good to get into a back line, lockdown, like especially if they're playing against, like, say, high elves. If you can use them to at least contest their ranged attacks for a little bit, it's going to really help you out. Even though the majority of the Tomb King's army, I mean, the warriors, the spearmen, the Tomb Guard, they all have silver shields. Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Dude, look at these Ushabti charging in, man.
They're so cool. So the Ushabti, you can see the combat stats are decent, but they have this heavy weapon strength.
Oh, dude.
They're really cool. I think these alligators just decapitating people. Dude, alligators just anthropomorphic beatdown right now.
Dude, exactly, man. Look at this. This is
the Ushabti are taking a little bit, but they only cost 900, so they're actually cheaper than Bestigors.
Yep.
Which is cool. We can fast forward it too if you want. What do you think?
I don't know. I really want to watch it kill.
Okay, we'll
I'm in cinematic mode, just watching. Dude, like there's this black dust and blood everywhere.
Well, the coolest thing ever is the attack animations of the Tomb Scorpions.
Oh, I love it. But you see, the problem with the attack animation of the Tomb Scorpion is that it makes it hard to do like a one-on-one scenario. Like I wouldn't want it to fight like a large beast, even though it can kill a larger beast.
Yeah, it's meant for infantry though.
Yeah, animation sends it awry. So
look at these guys. Man, it's a close fight, man.
It definitely is.
But again, Ushabti are more of like you stack them on top of your skeletons, and they're also very fast. They have 54 speed, so they can maneuver around. Very similar to like Minotaurs, dude, but they're armored.
Beheaded
and they're cheap. They're dirt cheap. Oh.
And then cut them in twain.
The cleaving is really cool.
And this is what we're talking about. When they die, they turn to statues and fall over. Pretty damn sick.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. Yeah, looks like you won that one.
Yeah, cool testing. But again, they're cheaper. They're faster. Very good like shock value. A lot coming your way. So, so cool. I think that's good, man. So we'll move on to the next set of tests. So we will be back in just a moment.
And now we'll do our last test here. We're going to do Colok with Chaos Marauders, Chaos Warriors, and the Chaos Trolls with armor on against some Ushabti, yes?
Yeah, so we're going to be testing out Colok versus Cetra the Imperishable, and Cetra is going to be fully kitted on the Cavalry War Sphinx, which is anti-infantry, but we're going to be doing a bit of a lore thematic battle, because they do fight in end times, right?
Oh, yeah, for many, many days.
Yeah, but we'll see how long it lasts this time, bro.
Yeah, no, see how many days we get into this.
It's also not really fair. I mean, Cetra does cost 3,700 fully kitted.
Jesus.
And it has a full lore of magic at its disposal, but we're just going to try it out and see how it goes for fun. Yeah. But the main thing we're going to be testing in this particular series is we're going to be using the Ushabti Great Bows. So these units, I think, are going to be super competitive and are going to be very annoying, like Chameleon Skinks. Firstly, 54 speed. They're massive. They come with 9 models. They're very fast. They're very strong in melee. So you guys just saw the Ushabti fight the Bestigors. They would perform pretty close in melee. They have a little bit less weapon strength, no anti-infantry, but what they make up for is they have 255 range and massive armor-piercing missiles, which are awesome. So
beautiful.
we're
just fucking beautiful.
Yeah, like they can kite and fight. So like if it comes down to a very grindy fight, enemy infantry are chasing you, you can like run with the 52 speed, get away. If you get caught, let's say by some Chaos Knights, they have enough AP in their melee attacks to put up a fight. Like they're a very cool unit for sure.
Yeah, very, very versatile.
Yeah, I'm excited, and you'll see them a lot in the battles too that we did. So basically, we're gonna show you the Ushabti Great Bows shooting at armored large target entities and the Chaos Trolls, and also have them shooting at the infantry, because when they shoot infantry, their attacks kind of spread. It's like a
buckshot. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool, and of course, we'll save Cetra and Big Daddy for the end.
As one would hope.
Yes, the glorious showdown of the gods.
Honestly, I mean, I think all three of us were in agreement, like you, me, and Indy Pride, that like, hey, if I'm playing Tomb Kings, then I need to bring at least 2 Great Bows.
Maybe, yeah. It really depends on the metagame, because like, if let's say, for example, you're playing against dwarves, right, and it's an open field map and they have cannons, they are large entities, right? So, I probably wouldn't bring the Ushabti with the Great Bows against like factions with heavy anti-large cannons, like Warp Lightning cannons. I wouldn't bring them against Skaven, probably. I wouldn't bring them against dwarves.
Interesting.
Well, maybe against dwarves, because their AP missiles hit so hard. It's just, if there's like a forest or something that I can like hide them in and then pop out and run back in if I'm taking pressure.
Right.
But I don't know. They're really good though. And the Regiment of Renown, the Chosen of the Gods, the Ushabti with the Great Bows, I'll start it so you can look at them as well.
Oh,
they have a shield breaker ability, so it's not armor sundering. Even though the Tomb Kings actually do have a skeleton Regiment of Renown called the Chosen of the Gods that has armor sundering. It's the Rustiers. It is the Rustiers.
It's spot on the Rustiers without like disgusting smelling goblins.
Yeah, it's absolutely. So we're gonna shoot at the Chaos Warriors, and I'm gonna shoot at the Chaos Warriors with the shield breakers, and then I'm gonna shoot at your trolls with the other ones, and Cetra and Colok can watch on. Yes.
Move everything up closer to you.
And 255 range, so they're like missile pieces. And how we were able to use them in the quick battles is we actually had them like sniping us, Cygors and things like that. It was really cool. So here come the missiles. You can see coming into these trolls doing some pretty solid damage. And I mean, like they were actually pretty good against War Dancers. They were good against everything. They were really solid. And they do have the shield breaker, of course, which is really cool. So here they come on the Chaos Warriors. Missing a little bit on those guys, but you can see the trolls are getting chipped away at. But like, if this was a competitive quick battle, for example, I could kite back, taking advantage of my speed, and just kite and shoot, and you can come up with such degenerate builds with these guys. But really, the strength lies in focus firing, like having multiple shooting down like this group of trolls. They would be like almost dead by now. So.
Oh yeah, they'd be so gone.
So I'm going to switch both to the trolls real quick and just fast forward for a moment. Let's do it. So you can see they can melt the trolls pretty quick with that focus fire. I mean, and this is like with 255 range. So in worst case scenario, let's go ahead and go back to regular speed. I'm going to send them into melee against the Chaos Warriors and the Marauders as well.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and fast forward here. We'll just get them in there and they're fast. They have 50 speed, which is cool. These big angry beasts. And I think they'll definitely beat the Marauders. I don't know about the Chaos Warriors since there's only 9, but they should do pretty well. Yeah, and you can see they put a dent. Oh yeah, look at that. It's not bad at all.
And my balls, beast.
Yeah, they have 100 armor.
Taking the Marauders to town.
Even the Chaos Warriors are doing pretty well against, especially since they're a designated like bow unit for the most part.
Right.
I mean, exactly. I wouldn't say they're a designated bow unit, but you get what I'm saying.
No, yeah, they definitely aren't. intended for melee. Well,
at least they can fight, right? Like they can fight against these guys, which is cool.
Just their morale is tanking faster than anything.
And but honestly, if you were, in the right situation, you could just kite back like this, and there's no hope of catching them.
Right.
And you could just scoot and shoot. But I think it's time for the grandfather battle.
Let's make it happen, dude. Clear the way.
It's time. Let's go to regular speed. So some of the abilities Cetra has, the Wrath of Petra is AoE. It's very similar to like Verminous Valor. He has 3 charges. So if you're on the chariot, it's very good for clearing things out. He has the Blessed Blade here, which is imbues fire damage. This is an item I paid for. And we'll look at some of the spells as we're fighting. So here we go. It's time. We're going to do it. We're going to blind you, Colok.
Oh, look at that.
So one spell he has, the first one right here, is going to be the Djaf's Incantation of the Cursed Blades. His weapon damage and armor piercing damage are pretty strong. Other spells is Neru's Invocation right here, which is going to give you physical resist. It's very cool. Look how jacked he is right now. Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I put a pretty big... Oh, Jesus.
Well, Colok has much better raw combat stats because the Cambrian War Sphinx, which Cetra is riding, is actually an anti-infantry beast. So it's not really designed against like other monsters. It can do well, though.
Blessed Blade of Petra does... It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, I have this incantation too. So this is one of the stronger abilities they have is the Usops. I can't even remember. I have no idea how to say that. Incantation of Desiccation. So lowers melee attack in a huge AoE, but it's very expensive. You guys notice every time I cast a spell, I'm actually healing a little bit. So there's some healing. Here's the Wrath. So he like does Kamehameha and then blows up.
Kamehameha! Okay, level 50. Oh man,
yeah.
I mean, it went from a pretty surefire fight to surefire win for good old Colok Daddy, but I don't know. Petra might take his head.
Well, yeah, because he's not gonna route like Colok will.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, I still think Kolok's gonna. But that's pretty close. But also keep in mind, guys, Cetra costs 1,000 more gold.
Yeah.
I have a full set of spells that I'm spamming every single ability on Cetra. So that's not going to happen in a real like multiplayer battle.
Oh, dude.
All right, guys, the question has been settled forever. Who would win? Oh, Colok broke.
Cetra just got dethroned. He rules the ground.
Yeah. So pretty cool though. In my honest opinion of Cetra in multiplayer, I don't think he's super competitive. He's just overpriced. He kind of suffers from Archaon syndrome, right? Don't you agree?
Oh, totally. I mean, when we were playing, we all were like, oh, it's not. Never mind. I don't want to choose Cetra. Like it was, none of us chose Cetra. We all were like, I'll go for Khalida. I mean, Ark in the Black is very, very strong. I think he's
awesome.
Between Khalida and Arkin, they're the 2 competitive picks. Even, I mean, Kotep is really good if you want a cheap caster lord because he's got all of the lore of Nehekara, and he's a pretty cheap lord. I think he's like 1,500 kitted out without the casket. So that's pretty strong in and of itself. But I definitely think we're going to see a ton of Arkin and a ton of Khalida when we see him in the competitive multiplayer circuit.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think Arkin and Khalida are the best. Khalida is a great duelist. Arkin is a cheap deathcaster with like good augmentation abilities. He has one that gives a 44% physical resist to all nearby troops. Kotep, I think, and that's what's cool about Tomb Kings. Like, you can do construct builds that are using Necrotex. You can be using caster turtle builds, so you can be using the altar and like turtling with a bunch of very powerful defensive constructs. There's a lot of good stuff for sure. But you can see, these guys chip away. I'll show you the attack animation, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. And again, if there's anything you guys want to see tested, we of course have a couple days before the launch of the Tomb King. So if you guys are pining to see any matchups or units fighting one another, even the Tomb Guards or their base infantry, if you guys want to see that, let us know, and we'll do it. We'll do it, bro. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be doing some. I swear we'll actually do a head-to-head campaign. I know we've put it off for so long, but a lot of it was like, hey, there were bugs, there were these problems here and there, so we wanted to make sure we gave you guys the best possible viewing experience. And Turin was sick of fighting marauders, so
yeah, it was just horrible.
So we'll have those goodies on the horizon for you guys. But thanks for watching here today. Have a good one and take care.
Take care, guys. Cheers.